Wednesday, May 29th. Jose was here yesterday and grouted the tile in the kitchen, and it looks great. It's amazing once you get grout in there how everything looks so nice and even. I'd say it kind of rescued our amateur tile job in here. But it's a great start. Today he'll be back. He's got another guy coming with him, and they're going to start prepping the other, well, probably all three of the bathrooms for tile. There's a little bit of work to be done in each, and so I'll highlight that in a minute. So we've talked about this before, but the downstairs bathroom is just a matter of getting some self-leveling concrete in so that can be tiled. So that's job one. Okay, guest bathroom upstairs. Just a little leveling to be done here. And it's hard to see in the camera, but right over by the tub, right in along here, the floor is quite low. I mean, it could be maybe half an inch out, 3/8, something like that. So they'll have to float that and get that leveled up. So that needs to be done before any tile can go down. I'm in the master bath, and we're in the process here of getting this prepped for the shower. We're doing a zero threshold shower, so it'll be no curb or anything. We'll just walk right in, and because of that we need to have the floor lower in there so we can slope everything to the drain. So last time I showed you where we had pulled up the subfloor, because we have to take it down to the level of these floor trusses. So I've already got 2 of those in place and nailed in, and so now the subfloor is flush with that, which is just basically the top of the floor truss. The other 2 bays, I've got the structure in, but we've got a little more work to do here. We first of all have to put the drain in and have that set at the floor height. So I'm going to keep these open until we've done that, and then I can drop those last 2 panels in. And once that's been done, they can start setting a base for this. Oh, the other thing is that this bottom course of rock around here all has to come back off, and it's just screwed on there, so it's not a big job. That's got to come off so that they can lay a concrete base on the floor, and then once that's in, they can put that back in place, and then a rubber membrane goes down, and then probably some thin set, and then finally the tile over that. So that's the work that we'll probably be doing today. Yesterday the tiling got started, or I should say the prep for the tiling. So this is, you're looking at the shower stall for the master bath. And so what went in was a drain went first. Got that installed right at the subfloor level. Then a layer of concrete went down and sloped it down to the drain. Then a rubber membrane went on top of that, and then finally this coat of cement over the top. And so that's all sloped properly to the drain. And today the floor. Well, today another coat of sealer goes on. I'm told it's kind of a red material, and it's rolled on like paint. And then once that dries, then the thin set and tiling begins. Okay, here in the main floor guest bath, the tiling started in the shower. It's almost done, actually. That's the only wall that isn't done yet. And you can see it's turning out just great. Really like the look of that. And we picked up a corner shelf, so we'll have that in there. So in this room, I think today they'll finish the tiling, at least on the wall, and then prep the floor. And again, I talked about it yesterday. There's some work to do to fill that in to get it leveled. I don't know if they can do that with thin set or whether they'll put a little more concrete down. But that's it for the guest bath on the main floor. In the downstairs bathroom, the self-leveling concrete went down yesterday. So that is all finished and tiling can begin here. Quick update on the master bath shower. So the floor tiling is done. It's all these pebbles. So that will get, they'll get a sealer put over it, and then it can be grouted. That sealer will help prevent the grout from getting into the little grooves and cracks in those stones. And then you can see the rest of the tile just along the border here that will be the rest of the floor in this room, as well as the same tile will go on these walls. And one of the things we'll do is take a strip of this this pebble tile and run it right up along here, kind of create a little waterfall look. So more tiling to be done today, and I'll provide an update when that's done. Okay, the main floor guest bath. All the tile is done in here. I can't walk in here right now because last night everything was taped off. So we'll get a look at it later today when there's more progress. I think they may be grouting this today. One other thing, if we have enough tile left, we may use the same tile and do a baseboard all the way around instead of using wood. But we were very close on the amount of tile that we purchased, so we'll see if there's enough for that. There's a little more progress on the master bath. The 1x2 tiles have started to go in, and these same tiles that you're looking at will be up on these walls in the shower as well. And we got all of the pebbles down in the floor of the shower all ready to go, so it just needs to be grouted. In the main bath, or the guest bath on the first floor, all the tiling is done. All this needs now is grout and just a little finish up down between the floor and the tub. The hex tile is all down in the bathroom downstairs, and it's all cut in around the shower. Did a really nice job of doing that. Little red things are spacers, those will come out. And so again, the only thing left for this one right now is to grout it. And we haven't gotten around to this shower wall yet, and we haven't picked out tile. So I think what we'll do is kind of leave this for now. I'll get some cement Durock up there, and once we've picked out tile, we'll probably wait until the mudroom is done, and then maybe we'll get Jose back to tile the mudroom and the laundry room, and then he could do this at the same time. So we'll see what happens. Tile work is done, so let's start the grand tour. We're in the master bath. And these are 1x2 tiles. Just finished up today. Use the same tiles on the walls in the shower. And we use these pebbles on the floor. And ran one strip of these up the wall. So that one is done. Let's move on now and take a look at the guest bath on the main floor. It's getting warm out. It's about 90 today, so we've had cool weather, and then suddenly we go to 90s and humid. So here we are again. Floor is all done. We kept our old tub, and we same tile in here on the walls as we did on the floor. Just added a shelf here. And left a couple spots here for a grab bar that I'll install. All right. So run downstairs. Take a look at the last bath. So the one downstairs is kind of interesting. What's interesting about it is the floor tile should look familiar. This is the leftover tile from the kitchen. We bought too much, and we had plenty, not much extra, but enough to do the floor in here, so went ahead and had this done. So that's all done, all grouted, and just had the wall done here for the shower. And if that tile looks familiar, it's the same stuff we used in the master bath. We had quite a bit of that left over. So we didn't buy any tile for this room at all. We just used what we had. So that's it. That's a wrap. No more tile work until backsplash and the mud room and the laundry room get done.